You just got to go for another it.
Wow, what a shock. If someone's talking about terrible animated Christmas movies and The Christmas Tree isn't ranked as the worst, then Rapsittie Street Kids Believe in Santa most likely is. I mean, just look at it. Look at it! This barely resembles animation. Everybody looks like dolls made out of Play-Doh. The characters can't actually sit down, so all sitting shots have to be filmed from the waist up so the models can just sink downwards to vaguely resemble sitting. This is what eating a sandwich looks like. This is what being chased by dogs looks like. This... well, I have no idea what the hell this is. Even worse, this mess somehow cost over $600,000 and came out in 2002. At least the Christmas Tree and the Nuttiest Nutcracker were made in the 90s and for far cheaper. This level of quality is just unacceptable by any measure. The animation is absolutely the worst thing about Rapsittie Street Kids by a mile, but don't worry, the rest of it sucks too. The story is, I think, about learning to believe in Santa? I say I think because the story jumps around all over the place to follow several different characters, so there isn't really a cohesive story being told, with the Santa thing as the closest thing the movie has to a through line. Ricky, this walking blob of computer-generated slop over here, wants to give his childhood teddy bear to this mass of cotton balls with sticks in them named Nicole for reasons. But because she's an asshole with no redeeming qualities, she gets pissy at him and throws the bear in the trash. The rest of the movie is just stuff happening, with Nicole learning not to be the worst person ever, I guess, and also learning to believe in Santa because that's the title of the movie. And the other kids just existing for the sake of existing, I think. Smithy here has a sandwich that I guess is supposed to be like Linus's security blanket from Peanuts? But why? Why a sandwich? Like, if he's been carrying that thing around, that sandwich has got to be moldy as hell. Then again, maybe it is, and the animation is just looks so bad that I can't tell. Also, there's like a 4-minute song smack in the middle of the movie for, like, no reason. I know, like, yeah, Ricky raps throughout the movie, but, like, that's something he's doing in-universe, and also the title of the movie is Rapsittie Street Kids.
Smithy's small and round, he's closest to the ground, he's nobody's fool, the coolest kid in school.
Nicole just has, like, her own song here for, like, no reason, other than, I guess, to remind us that she's voiced by Belle from Beauty and the Beast.
Look at me, look and you'll see the best kid in the world.
No, seriously, that's Belle's voice actress, Paige O'Hara, doing Nicole's voice. Like, the song is horrible, but, like, at least Paige's vocals make it less horrible. Actually, there's a lot of great voice actors in this movie. Like, some of my favorites, actually, like Mark Hamill, Jodie Benson, Gray Delisle, Deborah Wilson, who gives us this gem.
Christmas.
And also Nancy Cartwright, who for some reason has a producing credit. I am a little sympathetic to their situation. I mean, like, a paycheck is a paycheck. I'd happily be in garbage if I got paid. But it's pretty clear none of them want to be there. It's really easy to tell who's who, just based on the sound of their voice. You know, for what it's worth, the voice acting is the least worst part of Rapsittie Street Kids. Like, the voice direction isn't good at all, but at least my ears aren't bleeding the way my eyes are. Worst of all, just like the Christmas Tree, Rapsittie Street Kids is boring. Like I said, most of the movie is just stuff happening with almost no rhyme or reason, and the atrocious animation can only keep me entertained for so long. And we don't even have silly, funny, terrible voice acting this time. Like, the voice acting is competent enough because of its amazing talent, so I can't even get any enjoyment out of that. Oh, and get this! The jokers who made this movie were planning to turn Rapsittie Street Kids into a series. The end of the movie teases Rapsittie Street Kids A Bunny's Tale, but as we can all see, that never got made, and thank God it didn't. They did make Wolf Tracer's Dinosaur Island, another abomination that happens to have Mark Hamill in it somehow, and yeah, it's just as horrendous. It doesn't even have glitchy grandma gibberish in it. What am I supposed to do with it? Whatever. On to the next entry.
Shut that door.